Why in the world did I take so long to open this? You know, if you all could see, if you could just be a fly on the wall and just get a snapshot or a glimpse of the behind the scenes that myself and many other content creators go through when you're trying to create what you think is a simple video. I mean, today I want to feature another "You Like This, I Like That" video. This time we're going to feature designer fragrances and niche fragrances. I have 4 that I'm going to share with you, 4 of which have been recently spoken about quite a bit in the fragrance community, so you will probably recognize them if you've been following along. And that I enjoy are usually the ones that are not going to be likely on your list of number ones as far as which one you would choose first. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I hope that you will enjoy. Please continue to comment. I enjoy hearing from you and reading your comments. I enjoy responding back to you. You all have really made the channel so very special. As I've said before, one of my favorite things and initial hopes of what I wanted to achieve with this channel is to find the people that enjoy having found me, sharing and exchanging information, whether it's our likenesses or even the opposing thoughts and views. We don't have to agree on everything, and in fact, we won't. We will not agree on everything. However, that's the beginning of a friendship and certainly what makes it strong. I don't think anybody wants a friend that will agree to everything that they say and ask and do. And if you do, then that's not what you're going to find here. Okay, so let's just continue to grow, be kind to one another, and share and exchange. Please give this video a thumbs up because that will add to the continued exposure and sharing experiences for other viewers like yourself that can join in on the conversations with us. And I would love for you to subscribe as well so that you can continue with the conversation that we will have. Starting with this one. There is a collection of fragrances that was released probably about 2 years ago now, and it featured Cashmere. So that's a hint for some of you all. It was Cashmere, Vanilla Essence, it was the Cashmere and Wild Fig, Cashmere and Palo Santo, and then there was one other, it was a floral fragrance that was released. I will post those photographs for you. So the very first and only one at the time when it was first released, I purchased. I didn't go for the vanilla one. I don't know if you all were expecting me to do that one. I deliberately deprived myself of choosing that one first because I felt like that was a gimme kind of fragrance. I mean, in a way, looking back, I don't know how much sense that would make because knowing that I'm a vanilla lover, I would probably have fallen in love with it almost immediately. But I'm telling you, I didn't have a desire to purchase that one, not immediately. The good news is I did purchase it. It is in my bedroom right now. I just didn't bring it to me for this recording, but I do have it. It is in a full bottle, and I have not worn a spritz of it yet. I didn't want to include that one in this collection lineup. So we are talking about Donna Karan's Cashmere Fragrances collection. I do have that bottle, and it does smell absolutely exquisite. It is all the wonderful things that makes you remember why you fell in love with vanilla in the first place, given your love for vanilla the way that I do. However, the one that I purchased was the Cashmere and Palo Santo. No regrets on this at all because it is an ambery, woody fragrance. And the top notes for this would include golden peach. The middle will give you labdanum and absolute. And the base, Palo Santo vanilla bean. Love this fragrance. I was not in love with it when I had it, but I do love it. I forgot that I loved it because I had to spray it, because here we are at more than halfway through the bottle. So clearly there's a lot of enjoyment that's been had in this fragrance, but given the question, would I purchase again? It'll be a slow yes, Once I finish this bottle, it's not going to be on my list of immediate purchases, but it's a good chance, good sporting chance I would purchase again. Just not right away, if ever. But I don't hate it. This, on the scale of Cold Stone's Like It, Love It, Gotta Have It, this is a like it. I said I loved it, but this is a like it. It's closer to a like it, meaning that if I don't get it back in my collection, I'm not going to miss it. That right there tells me that I just like this fragrance. However, many of you have shared that you gotta have the Cashmere and Vanilla Essence version of these fragrances. And I certainly understand why you would say that, because what's not to love about that fragrance? It is absolutely exquisite. And I certainly agree. I love it as well. However, even that is not necessarily what I'm going to feature tonight as a gotta have it. Because this is what I have fallen in love with. The Cashmere Rose Absolute. You all like the Palo Santo and the Cashmere Vanilla Essence. I like this one. I really enjoy it. This is so, so beautiful. What a pleasant surprise. I mean, if you could look at the beautiful color in this bottle, if you could imagine the light, airy, watery, very whimsical shade and hue of this beautiful pink color in the bottle, that's exactly what I feel and how I see this fragrance if it were to be personified. It's just, this is a fresh baby, a new baby, a brand new baby. Or if you bring it up to a toddler girl, this is the one that you want to, hey, put on a brand new dress and just spin around for me. When you do the toddler spin, look at me, my beautiful new dress. That's what this fragrance is. It is just such a lovely, delicate floral fragrance. Let me give you the notes. So this fragrance is a rose ambery fragrance, and it's going to give you raspberry in the top. And in the middle we have rose. In the base we have musk and amber. And I will tell you that I'm not a huge raspberry lover. I don't mind smelling the raspberry in the blending of a fragrance the way that this one does, because it does not take over the presence of the rose. I mean, the rose is still the front one in that line. I mean, the raspberry is certainly second in command, but that rose is hands down the leading fragrance note that you're going to pick up in this fragrance. Not just, I love the way that it's so creamy and soft, and the cashmere comes through just so elegantly. I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it. I spritzed it on my arm. You almost feel like every woman when you wear something like this. You know what I mean? Typically, when people think of a woman and her beauty and the way that you want to serve her, almost automatically people think about roses. Now, there are other florals that might come to your mind, as they should. The rose is certainly not the paramount or the king of all, queen of all florals, but typically a woman is served with roses, be it for a special occasion, her anniversary, her birthday, Mother's Day, any other special occasion. Typically roses, my experience, is the one that people are giving you. So I'm not surprised that I'm getting the pull and the elevation from the rose that I'm getting from this fragrance. I just enjoy it so much. I really enjoy the balance of the raspberry and the fact that it's not trying to take a front seat to this fragrance, because I might feel differently. But you all like that cashmere vanilla essence, as you should. I like it too. However, I prefer this. If you haven't yet checked it out, I encourage you to go over to Macy's, sample it in person, and get back to me. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let's get to the next fragrance. I almost don't want to talk about this next one because I am a stone's throw away from being disappointed. Not in a bad way, because I want you to know I don't dislike this fragrance at all. I just fell into the propaganda of it all and, kind of got caught up and didn't bother to do what I just suggested that you do, which is to go over to Macy's or go over to Neiman Marcus and try this particular fragrance in person. I decided that I would treat myself. And I'm getting so much of that Donna Karan. That's another thing about Donna Karan. Those fragrances last. I mean, they're with you for the day, and you don't need many sprays. That bottle took me a long time to spend. The Palo Santo, that's why it's a little bit more than half. But I bought that bottle 2 years ago, and that's where it is now. Not because I have so many fragrances. I'm just telling you, you don't need a lot of that fragrance. But that's why I'm talking about that. I'm getting wafts of it now because I just sprayed it on my arm. Nevertheless, back to the fragrance I am introducing. I'm a little disappointed because what I should have done, since I decided to blind buy this, I just knew that I would love it. I decided to go ahead and get 100 ml blindly. And my heart wants to return it. I should say my head wants to return it, but my heart says no because I know that they're going to destroy the fragrance once I do that. Even if I do an even exchange, I just don't. I haven't quite decided on it. I mean, the jury's still out, but my point of it is this particular fragrance went round and round and round and round its own atmosphere here on YouTube, and who knows what it did on TikTok and Instagram and all the other platforms that people like to sail through. Here on YouTube, it had just created its own island, and so I got caught up in the reverie and I decided to blindly purchase it. Do I have buyer's remorse? It might seem like I do. I don't. If anything, it would have been better if I had purchased the 50 mil rather than 100, because now I have 50 more, milliliters of the fragrance to use up before it's gone. So I'm talking about Narciso Rodriguez for women. You all like this one. Pure Musk Blanc. You all love this one. Most of you, right? I know I'm right about that. Most of you all love this. This is a recent acquisition. I just got this days ago in the mail. Now, by the time you see this, by the time it comes up on the queue, because I do have these videos scheduled, by the time you see this, over a week will have gone by. But this is a recent purchase, very, very recent. Hence, it's still in the box because I didn't hate it, but I certainly did not love it. This is a like. But the thing about this one, I'll tell you what it is. It's got the level of musk in here, and I didn't realize it. I'm always quick to say I love musk because I do. Especially when you have something like Musk 12 from Kayali, which is absolutely, shame on you if you don't like that fragrance. That fragrance did nothing to you. That fragrance deserves all the cheers. This one, look at it. I mean, there is no reason why you wouldn't want this beautiful, milky white, beautifully pristine, lovely presentation of a bottle. It is everything that this bottle says and shows that it is. It's just that I have recently discovered, with the amount of musk that is presented in this bottle, it's suffocating for me. It's overwhelming for me. There is so much powder that comes with this level of musk. I just can't enjoy it the way that you all do. And it's beautiful. It is a beautiful fragrance. However, it's just a like. It is just a like. And this bottle is virtually in mint condition. I wish that I had sampled it because I could do an even exchange. I hate to send things back knowing it's going to be destroyed, and yet, nobody's going to, give me a discount on my next bottle because I decided to tolerate a full bottle of this, knowing I would much rather prefer what I'm going to show you. You all like this. This is Narciso Rodriguez Musk Pure Blanc. Absolutely lovely. However, I like that. This one right here. This is the one I also purchased blindly, but look at the size difference. This is a 50 mil. This is 100 mil. Now, why in the world? Who would have thought that I would have fallen in love with the rose version? I'm just getting into my roses era of fragrance notes. I thought for sure this was going to be an instant love, and it's not an instant love, it's an instant like. But I can't deny that you all like this. I like that. And I want this one in a full-size bottle. I am so close to sending this one back so that I can get a full size of this one, because this is a mainstay. This is going nowhere in my collection. I'm going to repurchase this one before it is empty. I love it that much. This is a gotta have it. Gotta have it, gotta have it, gotta have it. And so now you see why this is such a disappointment. It really is. I'm not disappointed in the fragrance at all. I'm just disappointed that I didn't realize, just smelling this just set off the light bulb of why this is such a challenge to me. At this level of musk in a fragrance, it feels like a giant powder puff that's been tossed in my nose, and now I'm being forced and I can't breathe with it. I mean, it's just so suffocating. I just, The decision is still out on this one. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I refuse to tolerate a fragrance, and this, I don't even like saying I have to tolerate it. This is lovely, but I know it's going to be a chore to pull for it. So I guess I'm making my decision almost as I'm speaking. I can feel myself exchanging this for this. I mean, I hate the fact that they might have to destroy it. We'll just have to see. This is a lovely fragrance. It really is. And if you enjoy it, if you love it, please share with us all of your comments and all of your reasons why. It's just that you all like this. I like that. And I have absolutely no regrets about that. This next one is a warm, spicy, cherry, nutty accord. And it it has truly taken on a life of its own. It really has. I think people are going to be talking about this one even when we get to December, because it has just had so much prominence here in the fragrance community. I mean, even if you wanted to, you couldn't get away from hearing someone make mention of these particular fragrances, one more than the other. But certainly, I was listening to Brittany over at Pockets and Bows, and she was one of the few. I think she said her mother preferred this particular version of the paired fragrances that were released together. There was a male fragrance and a female fragrance. And she made mention that her mother preferred the masculine fragrance. And I absolutely agree. Now, the women's fragrances, I'm certainly not saying I don't like it. As a matter of fact, it is truly a gotta have it. And by now you might have realized which fragrances I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Armani fragrances. These two right here. Recognize them? All frangipani, all cherry. Let's talk about it. I don't get any of the negative accords that people have associated with this fragrance. The main thing I do get is the unmistakable, relentless fragrance note of frangipani. It is a TKO, and it is not negotiable. I have said that to you before. This did not come to negotiate. It just is what it all the way is, whether you like it or not. It's all up in your face, all up in your face. As you can see, I've already started to use it. This will absolutely stay in my collection. It is a gotta have it, and I absolutely enjoy wearing this fragrance. Lots and lots of power. You don't need a lot of this one. It will overwhelm you. At least, I'm sorry, it overwhelms me when I wear it if I spray too much. I am, by default, a heavy sprayer. However, this particular one, you don't need to do too much, because at a certain point when you overspray fragrances that have this kind of level of density and richness, then it comes off as, it's kind of like wearing every single eyeshadow in a 12 palette collection. If you look at your Anastasia Beverly Hills or your Danessa Myricks, and it comes with a fragrance, an eyeshadow palette of like 20 different colors, it's as if you put all the colors on at the same time for the same night, for the same evening. Don't overspray these. It's just too much. And you're going to regret it. And so will everybody else that's standing next to you or in near proximity. So you all like this one, and I can't blame you. I like it too. However, I must say the one that has stolen my heart is the men's version. This is Stronger With You, Powerfully. I always have to look at the title because their titles are just all, they're too similar. So I get all jumbled up. But here's the bottle. Now look at the richness of this color. This reminds me so much of a mahogany cherry wood. This is so exquisite and so beautiful. Let me hold up the two bottles together. This one's a little bit deeper in color than this one. This has got a little bit more of a pink essence to it. You see that? I don't know if the light's going to show you the difference, but I'm just saying why I absolutely love both of these, and both of them will stay in my collection. Given the choice to choose, I'm taking this one. Now, so make no mistake, don't assume because you see the level right here and this one right here that I like this one more. I'm telling you, this one, these you don't have to overspray. I made the mistake of doing that with this one. Instant headache. Instant. It's not because of the fragrance. So, oh no. It's because I just sprayed too much. And as I've told you before, I don't spray between the shoulders. No ma'am, no sir. I do not spray between the shoulders. I don't spray anywhere between the shoulders and down to my navel. I don't put anything in that inverted triangular area because it's just going to be too much of an overwhelming aroma that comes to my nose. And it's just, why punish yourself? I bought these two fragrances at the same time with absolutely no regrets from Ulta. And this is just so lush, so dense, so rich. You can wear it all year long, or at least I will. And I'm just here to tell you, I have nothing ill to say about it. Tell me if you tried this one. Many people just automatically gravitated to this one because it got a lot more. It got a lot more noise, a lot more press, a lot more commentary on this one, as it should have. I'm taking absolutely nothing away from this fragrance. I am simply saying that this did not come out by itself. It has a partner, a much deserved partner. Here you go. I'm going to choose this one day and night over this one, given the choice. You like this, I love that. Absolutely no regrets. Okay, so this fragrance is very, very special to me. And it takes me back. Just looking at it, it takes me back. And I will always love this fragrance. It reminds me of the elegance of my mother, who was just so stylish and so graceful, so classy, amongst other things. Very, very, very funny. Very, very funny lady. But when she stepped from hair follicle down to the toenail. She was rock solid, A+, red carpet ready. And this particular fragrance, ironically, is the only one that I really remember her wearing. Not at the time of her passing, she wasn't wearing this fragrance, but I remember this from when I was a kid, looking at her and playing around her dress. If you can remember, playing around on someone's vanity as a kid, or, when you were starting to get into fragrances. And this one it is so nostalgically marvelous. Yes, this is the original fragrance in the bottle. I have never used it. I purchased this way. I got it on Mercari at actually a very reasonable price, considering it is a collectible at this point. This is actually my second vintage bottle. I picked up this one first because I just wanted the bottle. This is empty. It arrived empty, and I wanted just the bottle to put on my vanity, just to remind me of the beauty. I mean, this takes me back to those days when you would think about Diana Ross in Mahogany. She just dressed so sophisticated like, and just so chic and sharp and top tier. The fashion of that day. And even in Lady Sings the Blues, just the beauty and the exquisite nature with which she, illustrated her likeness to Billie Holiday. It's just truly one of my favorite Black cinematic films. And that to me was my mother and father when they stepped out. But since my mother is the one that wore this fragrance, I'm going to liken this to her because, yeah, it smells more alcoholic than anything, but occasionally I'll get a whiff of the original fragrance. But I said all that to say that I'm going to round out this video with this particular fragrance because I did purchase the limited edition of the Essence, and here's the bottle, still in the box. Shame. This is Guerlain Shalimar, the Essence fragrance. Let me just go ahead and unbox it because I had initially planned to do that when I first purchased it, and time got away from me. So I am going to share this opportunity with you today. I have never, as you can see, this is the bottom. Everything is still sealed tightly, and the funny thing is, right before I started filming this video for the night, I couldn't find it. It was buried deep in my time got away from me. But here we are. Here's the box. This is just the very, simple, sturdy box they have from Guerlain. Here's the bottle. Quite a difference from holding this one up versus the vintage nature of the circular version. I mean, they're two totally different styles of bottle, but this has been around for, eons and eons. And I won't go into the historical, beautiful nature of the fragrance, but I want you to know this was such a gift to me as if, Guerlain knew that it was important to the masses to re-release this fragrance in a very special way. And so I'm going to go ahead and smell it. This is the kind of fragrance I just wanted to have, just to have. I mean, that sounds a little ridiculous, but that was my feeling at the time. I just wanted to have it on my dresser, right next to the oh my goodness gracious, right next to the vintage bottle. Wow, 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 wow. This is so soft. Why in the world did I take so long to open this? Ironically, you just saw me to open that bottle. Ironically, I had it in my mind that that was the fragrance I was going to say, okay, you all love this, I love that. I'm going to show you what my that is, because even after smelling this, my mind hasn't changed. I absolutely love this. It just, the entire Shalimar existence is just, I won't go into all that because it's something that's special to me, not necessarily to you. It obviously brings back very fond memories of my childhood and of my mother and our relationship and just being around with family. But this is a gotta have it. It's a gotta have it. Mercy me. The only regret I would have, if any, and I try my best not to ever live with regrets, because that's how you learn. That's how I learn, is by doing and sometimes not doing again. So, oh my gosh, this is exceptional. Mercy. You all like this. And I'm standing on that. You all like this, and so do I. So do I. It is a gotta have it forever, for always in my collection. Nevertheless, I like that. Let me show you what my that is. Also in the box, this is a recent acquisition. I just got this about maybe 2.5, 3 weeks ago. It's funny. I saw a link from one of my favorite content creators. Sometimes you know the content creators. We probably all watch very many of the same, and many of them will promote a fragrance release almost at the same time to let us know, hey, you can go this place to get this, and here's a discount code, etc., etc. Well, I first saw the notification from Arahi, and I remember going through the link and looking at this and thinking, well, do I need it? Nah, I don't need it. Do I need it? And I went back and forth, weaving and wobbling, and by the time I finally made a decision to get it, it was sold out. I could have had it immediately, but it was sold out. So I put my name on the list for notifications with Guerlain to please let me know, notify me when you restock this fragrance, because I had already decided in my mind that if they don't restock it, and sometimes that happens, that I was going to have to live with the fact that I had the opportunity. It was in my cart. I just didn't press play, so to speak. And I just said, okay, well, I'm just not going to have it. Well, I got a notification and I immediately went to purchase this. And this, hey, this, you all like this. I like that. Oh, yes, this rose in here. And you see how I'm hypnotized. I'm absolutely I'm hypnotized by this fragrance, the Essence. I see exactly what everyone was talking about. So on this one, the hype, the propaganda, the mass appeal, the high calling for this one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well deserved. Well deserved. But this one for me, it's just so incredible. It is the softest rose I have ever experienced. I mean, my gosh, let me spray it on my There's my son singing in the shower again. And I just now noticed the difference in the size of bottle. Look at the difference in the size. This is 100 ml, I want to say. And this is a 50. I mean, this is visually a tremendous difference in the size. However, that doesn't mean I have more of this to play with. This is the only size that was available at the time of the purchase, and this is a 1 point. I'm sorry, I was gonna say 1.7. This box is telling me 1.6, so it's not even a 1.7. Nevertheless, Not taking it back. Not taking it back. I love this. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. I'm telling you all, I don't do this on purpose. I don't deliberately choose, in case there's some skeptics out there, I don't sit around and deliberately choose fragrances that I think are the most popular and then go out and purchase what is the opposing likeness, or what most would say, not really crazy about that. But I don't do that. I don't have the time. I don't have the capital. And even if I did, why in the world would I do that? It's just, in my mind, it makes absolutely no sense. So let me just put your mind and thoughts at ease, if that happened to be a thought bubble that popped up for you. I did not do that. I genuinely do love my that's more than your this. Truly, truly, truly. I want to share with you the samples that Guerlain sent along with their fragrances. And this is the sashes that they came in. They sent me two fragrances in each sash. So my first one, the El Essence, let's see if this is the right box. My El Essence. Okay, this is what I received with the rose. So I got this little satchel. And on the inside, I have two Guerlain fragrance samples. This one is, I'm not going to try and pronounce it, so here you go. I will post it. Can you see it? I will just post it here. I will attempt to pronounce it. I'm certainly it's going to be wrong. It's Vetiver Fauve. Here it is. I have not tried the sample. And here is the sample for the second one they sent me. I want to say Peshmerage that came along with the rose selection that I got. And the samples that I received with my Vanilla Essence, I explicitly remember this because I have the replica for one of these, and that's what made me remember what came with which. This is, I want to say, Spirituise de Blé Vanille. I probably butchered all of that. You know how I'm about pronunciation, but nevertheless, here it is. Go ahead and look at the title. This came along with that one, as well as Fève Gourmande from Guerlain. I have the likeness of this one. I don't remember who did the replica, but I have that one in my collection. But that's how I remember that this one came with the Vanilla Essence, because I remember getting excited about it. And I still haven't tried the samples yet. I'm going to do a separate video just on samples because I have so many. And these samples they really are the amuse bouche of fragrances. They are meant for you to try to see if you'd like some more. It's the perfect bite. So if you don't like the fragrance, then just don't bite down on it anymore. It's an easy fix. So I hope that you all enjoyed this. Please leave me your feedback. That means so much to me. I enjoy talking with you all, and sometimes you all give me insight to things I hadn't even thought about. So I look forward to reading your messages. Also, let me know if you enjoy these videos. This is the second one of its kind. The first one I did was the You Like This, I Like That, the Middle Eastern edition. And if you're interested in watching that one, you can check out this next video. Otherwise, I will see you in the next conversation that we have. Take good care.